Hello, buddy. This is Robert Hollis. I want to thank you very much for tuning into my Periscope here today. And I have a really incredible topic for you today. And this is really a great title. I did this on a Facebook Live video. Maybe I'll get a little better on this one. And it's all about my shortcut to happiness, my shortcut to wealth, a lot of wealth, over $46 million I've earned. My secret to freedom, you know what I mean? And so that's really going to be the title of this. Again, I used to be an auto mechanic, and now I'm a life mechanic, so you can check me out at lifemechanic.com/blog. I'll repost this one or the live one that I did on Facebook, depending on which one turned out the best. So here we go. Before I tell you what my shortcut was, my secret, my shortcut to happiness and wealth and freedom, let me tell you a little bit how it happened. Now, first of all, I used to be an auto mechanic, and all I used to do is just listen to what other people told me to do. You become, listen closely, you become the people like you hang around. And so all of my friends, families, uncles, they were blue collar workers. They didn't go to college, so they were carpenters, plumbers, electricians. I was a mechanic. A lot of us worked in the oil field. And I basically just did exactly what you were told to do. You go out, you get a job, you work hard. Hopefully you make enough money to get your own place, move out. I was laughing with my sons because you move out early, right? Parents couldn't wait for us to turn 18 or 17. So out we go, you're on your own. You're an adult. Yay! All right. So anyway, so I'm out there, of course, get married, have my son, Robert Hollis Jr., now 30, he'll almost be 34. I'll be 54 in a month. And so all of a sudden you're at a place, and by the way, this whole idea was inspired by William O'Toole. That's on here right now. And so anyway, the whole concept is I'm out there doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? And all of a sudden I get hurt on the job. And when I got hurt on the job, I messed up my knee really bad. And I even had doctors tell me, listen, you're never going to be a mechanic again. So the first thing I want each and every one of you to think about is if you got hurt and all of a sudden you lost your major source of income, you don't have any other income coming in. What is your next step? Well, what I did is I treated it like a vacation to begin with. You know what I mean? It's like, I finally got some time off. But after 90 days, you know what I mean? And it's funny, I was telling this story earlier today, and I tell us now, and my knee hurts. It's like, it's funny how strong the mind is. I reached down and I'm rubbing my knee. It's like, whoa. So I really messed up my knee. I started going through surgeries, got put on workman's comp for $900 a month. But, I was like a normal average person. I was making about take home maybe about $3,000 a month, and I was spending it all, in debt, had motorcycles, cars, credit cards, debted out to the max, had large payments. I mean, I think it was like $300 a month with my payments on to Snap-on and Snap-on tools, and and just really that was what I did. So now all of a sudden I'm in a position where I'm losing everything. After 90 days, the bill collectors say, listen, if you're not going to pay the bills on it, give it back. And so all of a sudden when I've lost everything, and I even took a used car and got a pawn loan on it, and I was hiding it from the repo man. And a lot of you that know my story, this is how I found the shortcut. This is how I found the shortcut to happiness, freedom, wealth. Here it comes. So all of a sudden, it's like I don't have any money. I'm getting an eviction notice on my apartment, and I just basically surrendered. I surrendered, and I just said, listen, God, help me. And if some of you are not spiritual, I know that maybe you've been in a place in your life where all of a sudden it's like, wow, you just call out for help, and that's one of the keys to success. It's not a shortcut to success, okay? I'm going to give you the shortcut in a minute. And so what ended up happening is that all of a sudden a friend of mine, Sean Hennigan, I wrote about him in my book, and he said, listen, I met this guy, and I seen his check at $62,000 that was attached to the pay stub. And he says he's looking for people that he can train. They don't need experience, and he's expanding a company. I'm going like, man, I'll do anything right now. And I know that some of you are really going to get this part of the story, but I was actually questioning on doing things that weren't ethical, weren't moral, wasn't legal because I needed to make some money to keep a roof over my head, not lose my car, feed me and my son. And so all of a sudden I go meet this guy, right? And when I meet him, you know, he shows me the copy of the check attached to the stub. Now, I know a lot of you got faith. I get that. You got to have faith. Got to have faith. You know, but bottom line, I was so skeptical, it was good to see to believe, you know. So once I seen his check, then what he did is he went through this 3-ring binder and he had these clear sheets of paper where he actually put in there, you know, the pictures of him and other people that he had trained, along with a copy of their check, a colored copy, and then a little note. People would write underneath there, you know, I used to be a waitress. I used to be a preschool teacher. I used to, you know, dig holes in the ground for wells, you know, for water. And, you know, I used to be a pager salesperson. And he had story after story after story after story of people that had checks in there, and their checks were like 8,000, 12,000, 15,000, 9,000. And I'm going through and I'm going, wow. So one, he knows how to make 62,000. Two, he knows how to teach other people how to make it. So I said, me, pick me, pick me. This is still not the shortcut to success. I'm going to give you that in a minute, right? And so all of a sudden, that's where my mindset is. And I listen to him and he tells me what to do. And all I did is exactly what Sean Hennigan did to get me there. He told a story about this guy he met that he seen a large check that he had. And then he got excited with enthusiasm and excitement, and he edified and got me in front of Bill, my mentor. Now, listen to this a second. I was going, I can do that. I can do it. Still, I don't think I've ever said on any video, which is, by the way, this is not the shortcut. You're going to get the shortcut in a little bit. Is no way did Sean talk to me more than 5 minutes on the phone. Maybe 3 minutes, right? Conversation was extremely, extremely short. And I said, listen, I'll come pick you up. So I went and met him, right? And when he shows me this stuff, I said, listen, I'm in a really bad financial place. What do I got to do? And he goes, just do what Sean did to get you here. And I said, okay. And so all I did, ladies and gentlemen, is I went out and asked people, listen, who do you know? Who do you know that wants to make some extra money? Who do you know? And they're like, well, what is this? Why are you interested? Well, what is it? Listen, it's not up to me whether or not you work for the company. You got to meet this guy named Bill Gould. I seen his check. It was $62,000. I seen checks of it. You got to meet him. You got to meet him. And so I put that in front, you know, the video in front of him. And I always found out where his training was, and I would get people to his training, his live training, so they would meet him. Now, Bill did the same thing to them as he did to me. He showed them documentation, just like Melody posted up there. And when Melody posted documentation-based conversation, you know, I seen the check that he went scroll through, and it's amazing. The people that I got in front of his video, they would make a decision that they wanted to get involved, and they would make a decision that they wanted to meet this guy. Now, I got a lot of people to the trainings to meet this guy before they even got enrolled in the business. You know what I mean? You're not taught to show checks. Great. How's that working for you? Hey, guess what? Football players show their checks. You know what I mean? All athletes show their checks. You can go on Forbes magazine and they show all their income. You can go to actresses, they get to see what their income is. You know, NASCAR, they talk about, why does everybody get to talk about how much they make, including Forbes magazine's list of the youngest billionaires, and people that you talk to can't show their check? Okay? That's not the shortcut, by the way. So if people tell you not to do things, guess what? Probably people told you not to be an entrepreneur. They probably also told you to go out and get a job and not follow your dreams. I'm going to tell you that you can do it and stop listening to stupid people, okay? Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what to say. Send me a private message and I'll tell you what to say not to get in trouble, okay? So anyway, income claims. I don't want to get, I never even thought about that. I'll do a whole different video on income claims, right? So now getting back to the shortcut. You guys do want to hear the shortcut. How many people want to hear about the shortcut? Anybody? Okay. So here it is, right? So I follow what my mentor tells me to do. My first 45 days, I put over listen to this very closely, 72 people I put in front of the video in my first 30 days. I made over, the company paid, you had to do volume for a month and then they paid on the 15th of each month, right? And so I got paid over $10,210. Now, I want to know how many people that will watch this video live or recorded that has made $10,000 in 45 days. See, I didn't have a shortcut. I just did what other document people did, and I wasn't looking for a shortcut. And because I wasn't looking for a shortcut, I wasn't looking for what other people told me. I wasn't in any way, shape, or form distracted. I just did what successful people did. And that ended up being a shortcut to a lot of money. I made $258,000, $252,000 my very first year. $520,000 my second year, $785,000 my third year. I made over $1 million in commissions before I was 30 years old. How's that for a shortcut? If you've been involved in home-based business, affiliate marketing, any kind of entrepreneurial spirit, and you haven't made $1 million in 3 years, that's a shortcut. $250,000 your first year, that's a shortcut. I made money because I wasn't looking for a shortcut from undocumented people that have never had any success or taught anybody how to have any success. So I went on to help, every company I've been with. If I didn't hit number 1, I became a master distributor. I made over $46 million in commissions. I've showed over 46 people how to make over $1 million in a year. I've made over $2.5 million in residual income cash flow. And I'm not saying this in any way, shape, or form. Last year, I made $792,000. And I really wasn't building a network marketing company. I was doing all affiliate marketing. All online and affiliate marketing. And get this, and again, William inspired me on this because people constantly, I think, in this day and age, are addicted to finding a shortcut. They're addicted to being distracted, where really the shortcut is just doing what successful people do. So every successful person I know of out there, and think about this, they'll tell you what they did. They'll tell you the ups and downs that they had. They'll tell you everything they did to get success. And everyone listens to them, including me, and does something different. Wow! How's that working for you? See, we look at it, we think, wow, that's hard, and building relationships and working on me and personal development and going to live trainings and plugging in and staying plugged in. Oh my God, all this stuff sounds like a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of work. So I got to find a quicker way, a faster way, maybe a software. Maybe there's some way that I can automate it. Maybe I can find a shortcut. And by you looking for shortcuts, trying to make success happen faster, it hasn't happened yet. So my secret and my shortcut to success was by not looking for one. Not even think. My mind was, I just wanted that lifestyle. I was thinking, wow, 62 grand a month. Are you kidding me? How many people could I help? How much money could I give to charity? What could I do for my sons? What could I do for my wife? What could I do for family members? Imagine all the stuff that I could do with that kind of cash flow. And yes, I know that money doesn't buy happiness, but neither is being broke. Neither is being poor of spirit, mind, and heart. Come on. So if you haven't got success yet, stop looking for the shortcut. Find a proven, documented path of someone that's not only gained success, but also has helped others. If you don't know of one, look at me. I will show you exactly how to do it. Because now I'm doing it in the affiliate and online space. Does that make sense? Stop looking for, I don't want to get on a tangent, but let me get on a quick tangent here. Let's say that you wanted to learn how to dance. I love using this analogy. So you make a decision. I'm going to learn how to dance. I'm going to learn. Second way, you now look for someone that can instruct you on how to do it. And now you got to show up and plug in and learn and practice. Does anybody on this that ever watches this video send me a personal message? Send me whatever you want. I want to know a shortcut to being a good dancer. Can you please show me a shortcut? And I believe that the whole entire world right now is so instantaneous. It's instant tater tots, instant everything, that they're looking for shortcuts and everything. It's like you're standing for fast food and people are upset that the food's not coming fast enough. Our internet's not fast enough. Are you kidding me? My channel didn't turn fast enough. It's like we're such an instant society, ADD, always dealing with distractions, that stuff doesn't come fast enough. So that's why the diet industry or the fat loss industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Why? Because people don't want to do the simple thing. Walk 20 minutes a day, drink a lot of water, walk 20 minutes a day, drink water. See, that's too simple. That's too simple. I need a shortcut. I need a diet. I need a pill. I need some kind of exercise machine that burns 1 million calories faster than walking every day. For those of you that I'll close up the statement by saying this, you waited till the end. You waited till the end. I got something that changed my thoughts of understanding the shortcut, the secret. And I got the book, I got the audios, I got the video. And I want to share it with you. So if you will like this post, if you will heart it up, if you will share it with people, if you will follow it, if you'll send me an inbox message. Send me an inbox message. Go to lifemechanic.com and find a way to send me an inbox. I will send you the audios, the book that I use to get this right mentality. It was given to me by my mentors, and I'll give it to you for free. It was written in 1910. So if someone shares this with you, ask them for it. If you see a share link that came from somebody else like Melody or William or all the other Carrie, all the other people that are on here, Bill, my sons, whatever, then ask them for the link. Say, hey, do you know that link that, those videos, audios that Robert was talking about? Send them to me. All right? So stop looking. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. The shortcut to happiness, the shortcut to freedom, the shortcut to wealth and cash flow is by not looking and taking one. Focus and do documented stuff. Thank you, William, for the inspiration on this. I really, really appreciate it. Go to lifemechanic.com/blog. That's where I'll be reposting this one. For those of you that watch this one and also the one on Facebook, which one was better? I don't know. Maybe I'll put both of them up there, all right? So anyway, thank you so much for the hearts. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Don't ever forget, if I can do it, you can do it. Don't ever forget, if I can do it, you can do it. Take care. God bless. Love you. See you soon. Bye-bye.